This show is part of OnePlace, a daily network of focused briefings across the stories people follow most.
Welcome to today's entertainment roundup. We are diving into the biggest headlines from Hollywood legal battles to reality TV shakeups. Let's get started with a quick look at what is coming up today.
Blake Lively slams the digital soap opera surrounding her lawsuit.
Lively and Baldoni lawyers enter unexpected settlement talks today.
Zendaya continues her wedding-themed method dressing in New York.
Jonathan Majors faces set safety concerns after a filmed fall.
The Defenders reunite on the set of Daredevil Born Again.
Megyn Kelly calls out Tiger Woods for his recent arrest.
Kim Zolciak loses custody amid an intense legal nightmare battle.
Real Housewives of Rhode Island brings unfiltered drama to Bravo.
First up today, Blake Lively is speaking out forcefully against the public perception of her ongoing legal battle with Justin Baldoni. She recently took to Instagram to urge the public not to be distracted by what she calls a digital soap opera. Lively filed a federal lawsuit against her. It Ends With Us co-star and director back in December, and the case is finally heading to trial next month. The court has ruled that 3 out of her 13 claims can proceed, specifically focusing on breach of contract and retaliation. Lively expressed gratitude for the ruling, stating that it allows the heart of her case to be presented to a jury. She emphasized that she never wanted a lawsuit but felt compelled to act because of the pervasive retaliation she faced while simply asking for a safe working environment.
The actress was particularly critical of how the media has framed the situation as mere celebrity drama. She called this framing irresponsible and suggested it as a calculated move to prevent people from seeing themselves in her story. Lively warned about the dangers of digital violence and manipulation, noting that these issues affect everyone, not just celebrities. She described the physical pain from digital violence as very real and pervasive in many communities, including schools. By speaking up, she hopes to show others that while it is incredibly painful to stand up for oneself, it is necessary to expose systems that seek to silence victims. She vowed to continue her fight against those who harm or shame people for seeking safety. It is clear she wants this trial to be about systemic issues rather than tabloid fodder.
Next up, in a surprising turn of events, lawyers for both Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni have been called in for settlement talks. This development comes just one day after a judge dismissed Lively's claims of sexual harassment related to the set of It Ends With Us. Despite that significant legal setback for Lively, the court is pushing for a resolution before the case moves further. Scheduled calls are set for Monday afternoon, with Lively's team speaking first, followed by Baldoni's representatives from Wayfarer Productions. The goal is for both sides to provide updated settlement positions to see if they can end the litigation once and for all. While the harassment claims were tossed, Lively's attorney, Michael Gottlieb, remains defiant. He noted that the jury will still hear the details of those claims because they represent the beating heart of the overall case.
The legal reasoning behind the dismissal of the harassment claims was quite specific. The court held that because Lively was an independent contractor rather than a traditional employee, and because the alleged conduct occurred in New Jersey instead of California, the specific state and federal harassment statutes did not apply. Her lawyer clarified that this ruling was based on technical legal issues rather than an endorsement of the defendant's behavior. Lively appears ready to take the remaining claims to court next month, if a settlement isn't reached. The tension between the two parties remains high, especially following reports that Lively and her close friend Taylor Swift were concerned about Baldoni's recent legal wins. Whether these Monday calls lead to a final agreement or just more preparation for a public trial remains to be seen, as the industry watches closely.
Now let's shift to Zendaya is once again proving why she is the queen of method dressing during the press tour for her new movie, The Drama. At the New York premiere after-party, she stunned in a sheer navy gown that perfectly fit her ongoing wedding-themed wardrobe. The actress has been strictly following the traditional rhyme of something old, something new, something borrowed, and something blue. For the after-party at the Waverly Inn, she chose a flowing gown with a sheer bodice and a backless design, accessorized with sapphire and diamond earrings. This look followed her red carpet appearance earlier that evening, where she wore a spectacular Schiaparelli haute couture gown featuring 65,000 blue and black silk feathers. Every detail of her wardrobe has been meticulously planned to reflect the themes of the film, which centers around a wedding and the complications that follow.
Beyond the fashion, fans have been hyper-focused on a slim gold band Zendaya has been wearing on her ring finger. This has fueled intense speculation that she and Tom Holland may have secretly tied the knot. Her commitment to the wedding theme has included some very high-profile assists, such as borrowing a plunging Giorgio Armani privé gown from her friend Cate Blanchett for the Rome premiere. For her something old requirement, she revisited a custom Vivienne Westwood gown she originally wore to the 2015 Oscars. This level of dedication to a theme is rare even in Hollywood, and it has kept the film in the headlines constantly. Whether the wedding ring is part of the method acting or a real-life milestone remains a mystery. But Zendaya certainly knows how to keep the public engaged through her incredible style choices.
Moving on to... Controversy is swirling around the set of a new action film starring Jonathan Majors. A video recently surfaced showing Majors and his co-star J.C. Kilcoyne falling through a loose window pane during a stunt. While the fall was approximately 6 feet and resulted in Kilcoyne needing stitches on his hands, the production's response has been remarkably blunt. Producer Dallas Sagne dismissed the safety concerns, mockingly stating that the actor's fall was shorter than the failed movie careers of the union representatives currently striking the project. This comment highlights the deep divide between the production and IATSE, the union representing the crew. The crew began striking recently, citing poor healthcare and safety standards on set. The window accident appears to have been a breaking point for many workers who felt the environment was becoming increasingly hazardous for everyone involved in the production.
The safety issues reported on this set go beyond just the window fall. Crew members have alleged the presence of black mold and mentioned an incident where a set medic was struck by a rigged tree branch. There are also concerns regarding the hiring of a special effects supervisor who had previously pleaded guilty to possessing explosive materials as a prohibited person. One crew member described the environment as lacking normal production activities. Despite these serious allegations, the production team, which includes Ben Shapiro and Bonfire legend, seems to be digging in their heels. Saunier even told reporters that he does not negotiate with communists, referring to the union reps. While the actors involved reported they were okay immediately after the fall, the broader implications for set safety and labor relations in the industry are significant as this strike continues to unfold.
Next up, Marvel fans have a huge reason to celebrate as the Defenders were recently spotted together on the set of Daredevil Born Again. Photos from the set in New York show Kristen Ritter, Mike Colter, and Finn Jones filming scenes for the upcoming 3rd season. This marks the first time the full team has been seen together since their original Netflix miniseries nearly 9 years ago. Ritter, who plays Jessica Jones, was seen walking ahead of Colter and Jones, who were both wearing hoods to partially obscure their faces. However, fans quickly identified them, and social media has been buzzing with excitement. Colter appeared to be wearing the signature 3-piece yellow suit his character, Luke Cage, wore at the end of his solo series. This reunion suggests that Disney is fully integrating the Netflix era of Marvel characters into the official Marvel Cinematic Universe canon.
The return of these characters has been rumored for a long time, especially after Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio made their debuts in other MCU projects like Hawkeye and Spider-Man No Way Home. Ritter is already confirmed to appear in the 2nd season of Born Again, which is currently releasing episodes. The fact that the rest of the team is joining for Season 3 indicates a much larger role for the street-level heroes moving forward. Jon Bernthal's Punisher has also been a major part of the new series, further solidifying the connection to the original Netflix shows. For fans who felt the stories were left unfinished when the Netflix shows were canceled, this reunion offers a sense of closure and a new beginning. It will be fascinating to see how their powers and dynamics are updated for the current state of the MCU.
Now let's shift to Megyn Kelly did not hold back in her recent critique of Tiger Woods following his DUI arrest and car crash. On her show, Kelly shamed the legendary golfer for what she described as a douche move during his interaction with police. Body cam footage revealed that Woods informed officers he was on the phone with the president at the time of the incident. Kelly argued that this was a clear attempt to use his high-level connections to get out of trouble. She noted that the golfer's privilege was on full display as he tried to name-drop Donald Trump while authorities were responding to the scene. Although Woods later claimed the president was calling to apologize for comments made about his golf career, Kelly remained skeptical. She suggested that Woods likely initiated the call to manage the impending PR and legal disaster.
The arrest has become a major talking point, with various public figures weighing in. While Megyn Kelly was critical, others like Whoopi Goldberg have been more hesitant to kick a man when he is down. Despite the name-dropping, Woods was still arrested after showing signs of impairment and being found with hydrocodone pills. He has since entered a not guilty plea and announced he would seek treatment to focus on his health. President Trump did eventually speak to reporters about the incident, calling Woods an amazing person and expressing sympathy for his difficulties. The situation is complicated by Woods' personal life, as he is currently dating Vanessa Trump, the president's former daughter-in-law. This layer of connection only adds to the scrutiny surrounding the event. As Woods heads to Zurich for treatment, the debate over celebrity privilege and accountability continues to simmer in the media.
Moving on to Kim Zolciak is facing a major escalation in her ongoing legal battles with her estranged husband, Kroy Bierman. A Georgia judge recently ruled that Zolciak will be stripped of custody rights for her 4 minor children until she completes court-ordered therapy. The children, ranging in age from 12 to 14, will remain with Bierman for the time being. This decision follows Bierman's claims that Zolciak has been wholly unavailable to their children and has blatantly mismanaged her parenting responsibilities. He alleged that she missed previous therapy sessions and was out of the country for several weeks, leaving the children without proper care. One particularly concerning allegation involved one of the children suffering a dog bite during a night when Zolciak was supposed to be the primary parent. The judge's order requires her to attend at least 4 parent therapy sessions before she can be reunited with them.
Zolciak has vehemently denied these accusations, calling them a deliberate attempt by Bierman to defame her character. She explained her absence by stating she was away working on 2 different television shows to support the family financially. Her legal team argues that she is a fit mother and that Bierman is using the children as pawns in their bitter divorce. However, the court seems to be prioritizing the stability of the home environment as the legal battle continues. The earliest she could potentially regain custody is mid-April, provided she meets the court's requirements. This situation is a far cry from the glamorous life often portrayed on The Real Housewives of Atlanta. As the divorce proceedings move forward, the focus remains on the well-being of the 4 minor children caught in the middle of this very public and painful family collapse.
And finally, Bravo is celebrating 20 years of the Real Housewives franchise by launching its wildest installment yet, The Real Housewives of Rhode Island. The series premiered this week and immediately lived up to the hype of being unfiltered and messy. Unlike other recent versions of the show that featured loosely connected groups, the Rhode Island cast has deep, long-standing roots. Many of the women have shared histories that go back decades, including overlapping relationships and shared exes. This built-in tension exploded on screen almost immediately. The cast includes familiar faces like Ashley Iaconetti from Bachelor in Paradise, who is the only non-native in the group. The premiere didn't hold back, with the women diving straight into intense topics like polyamory and secret affairs. One cast member even described herself as a sugar baby while navigating a complex marriage, setting a very high bar for drama.
Andy Cohen has praised the new series for hearkening back to the early, more authentic seasons of the franchise. He noted that the women seem untouched by the typical housewives tropes and are very much themselves. This authenticity is set against the beautiful backdrop of Newport's historic mansions and the tight-knit social circles of the Ocean State. The cast members expressed that they wanted to tell their own stories before someone else did, leading to a level of candor that has surprised even veteran viewers. From tense getaways to blunt confrontations, the show is already proving to be a hit with fans who miss the raw energy of the original series. With such deep personal histories involved, the betrayals and secrets are likely to keep coming as the season progresses. It is a bold new chapter for Bravo that seems to be paying off with high engagement.
That wraps up our briefing for today. Thanks for joining us for this look at the latest stories. We will be back tomorrow with another update on everything you need to know.